Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Officers Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off though, so the panelists will not be able to see or hear you. And this presentation is being recorded, and that recording will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Carolinas. And now I'd like to go ahead and turn it over to our presenters, starting first with Earlham College.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Elijah. I'm an admission counselor here at Earlham College. I'm originally from North Carolina, so if you guys feel like, the drive from North Carolina all the way to where we are, which is in Indiana, would be far, it really isn't. I graduated here, like I said, in 2018. I played basketball here and majored in math education. So I'm just talking to you a little bit about what my experience was and what Earlham can offer to you guys. So first, we are a Quaker school. We were founded in 1847. You obviously don't have to be a Quaker to attend here. Very diverse in religion and also ethnicity. So religion-wise, you can become a Quaker or whatever you believe in. Just feel free to come as you are. Ethnicity-wise, 24% international student rate, 23 domestic student of color. So hopefully, if you guys were to be able to come on campus and take a tour, you'll be able to see some of the diversity that we do have. We are located in Richmond, Indiana. And the closest cities to us is Dayton, Ohio, Indianapolis, Indiana, and then Cincinnati, Ohio. And then respectively, those are around an hour, hour and a half drive. So freshmen can have cars here, and you will be able to drive anywhere really within Richmond or within those driving distances that I just listed. Since we're a Quaker school, we do go off the Quaker values, principles, and practices, which is basically respect for people, integrity, peace and justice, simplicity, and community. So hopefully when you guys do decide to take a visit, you'll be able to see that all students here, they do go off of these principles and practices, which, I mean, you'll be able to see it will rub off on you. I feel like with those, especially the community and the respect for people, I think that definitely goes a long way, and that just thrives or helps you thrive in a learning environment. I'm a distinctive community. So we're not that big of a school. We're around 1,100 students, which I thoroughly loved because that means your class sizes would not be that big. So around 15 students might be in your classes, and you get to ask those questions to your professors, make those connections, build those relationships pretty quickly. And then rigorous academics that will challenge and support you in equal measure. So I'm not going to say it's hard to go to Earlham, but as long as you put your best foot forward, as long as you're asking questions, making sure that you stay engaged and go to tutoring sessions when they're needed, you'll definitely, have a smooth 4 years here. Here are a list of our majors and minors here on campus. We do have 40 different majors and minors that you can choose from. You have the opportunity to create your own major if you wanted to, or you can major, double major, or you can major and minor. Creating your own major is fairly easy. I did it, and that's how I was able to become a math education major. So basically, I talked to the registrar's office and I told them my situation. I wanted to become a math teacher, possibly in the future. So basically, they just let me take some beginner level math courses, some beginner level psychology courses, and that fulfilled my major. Now, you don't have to go into math education, but you can really create whatever major you want to go into. And I feel like that's very innovative, and it allows you to really have the education as what you want to make of it. So once again, with the smallness of the school, this is your classroom experience. So you have around 13 students in your classes. Student to faculty ratio is around 9-1. Professors, they want you to call them by their first name just so you can build those relationships and those connections. And then all that leads to us being the best classroom experience by the Princeton Review. So don't feel pressured to be able to call your professors by their first name. They just want to help you become one with them, and they want to become one with you. I know being from the South, I was with the Southern hospitality, so I go off the Mr. or Mrs. last name. But once you guys come here, you'll definitely feel, a sort of comfortability with your professors and your faculty. Then it'll just be natural that you call them by their first name. So this right here is one of our biggest selling points. So the Earlham Advantage is basically guaranteed funding for any internship or research experience you guys decide to do. So essentially it's $5,000 that is given to you. So it's not a loan, it's not a scholarship. Once you're a student at Earlham, you're guaranteed that money. And I think it's great because it can help you with your boarding. Like I said, your boarding, your transportation, your food, whatever you need to help you out with your internship experience, you're allowed to use that. And it's pretty flexible too, because you can stay within the states, you can go out the country, you can do it by yourself, you can tag along with different faculty and staff. You could do it as early as your freshman year, or you could do it as late as your junior year summer. So it's really up to you, whatever you want to do. And you will have career coaches that you can use that'll help guide you throughout the process as well. So it's not like you're doing it on your own. So a little bit about the student life. So we do have over 60 different clubs and organizations on campus. Since we are the part of the Division III level, so we do have 17 men's and women's intercollegiate teams. A little bit about our residence life. So there's 8 residence halls on campus. Most students do live on campus all 4 years. We do have themed and friendship houses since we don't have sororities or fraternities. So basically, there's a Spanish house, a French house, German house. Honestly, whatever you guys decide to come up with you and your friends, or whatever you want to base it off of, you're allowed to do that. And then we also have apartment style living. So we have triple dorms, double dorms, and also single dorms on campus. So a little bit about the admissions and financial aid process. So we are part of the common application, and we also have our own application as well. And I'm about to wrap up here in a second. We are test optional, so you don't have to submit your test scores if they're not high, and it won't be counted against you. One teacher recommendation and one high school counselor recommendation, and then you're good to go. And then the merit scholarships is based off your GPA and your test scores. And then also make sure you fill out the FAFSA as well. If you do have any other questions, I will leave my email in the chat, so that way you guys will be able to email me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much to Earlham College. And next up, we have Massachusetts Maritime Academy.
Hello, everybody. I hope you all are doing well tonight. I just am going to go through some information about us real quickly. But first of all, I wanted to start off by pointing out that this is our whole campus. So we are a pretty small school in size and in population. So we have about 1,700 undergraduate students, and we are located right in Cape Cod in Buzzards Bay, Massachusetts specifically. You'll see in a second, but we are fully regimented, and so that gives off the misconception that we are a military school, but we are not. We are still a public university of Massachusetts, and we are one of the 6 state maritime academies. All of our majors are STEM-based, and like I said, we do have a regimented campus life. We do guarantee housing for all 4 years. Pretty much all of our students do live on campus all 4 years. We only have one off-campus housing facility for seniors. And then right here is our tuition fees, housing, meal, and your uniforms, which is your sea bag. And that's about $42,000 for out of state, all 5 of those things together. So these are the 7 different majors that we offer. Like I said, they're all STEM-based. They're all bachelors of science. So really strong in those math and science classes is definitely something that we're looking for with all of these majors. We do require some form of experiential learning and or a co-op for each of these majors. So an experiential learning is kind of like a mix of an internship and study abroad. For example, our marine science, safety, and environmental protection majors will go to Bermuda for 3 weeks and do some research down there. And that's their experiential learning that they have to do as a part of their major. Only the first 2 listed, marine engineering and marine transportation, are directly related to the shipping or maritime industries. So those 2 are really gearing you up for a career at sea, whereas the other 5 are definitely more flexible in what direction you want to go in. But more likely than not, you'll have a career on land, but not necessarily in the maritime or shipping industry. So this is a little bit more about the regiment. Your day-to-day, you'll be wearing your all blacks like you see in this picture up here. The regiment as a whole is designed to build character and leadership skills. All of the skills that you'll learn throughout the regiment for your 4 years here will help you with your academics and then with your careers after that. The daily structure is pretty, the daily schedule is pretty structured from pretty much when you wake up until when you go to sleep. Not to say that there isn't free time or any time to do clubs or sports, because there definitely is. Just because of the regimen, a lot of your day is planned out ahead of time. However, if you're really interested in being a student leader, there's a lot of different paths that you can take through the regiment here and gain those leadership skills. So these are some of the sports teams that we have here on campus. We are a D3 school. As you may see, there are no winter sports, and that is just because of the way that our schedule is, our academic schedule throughout the year. We really aren't in class between December and March. So kind of the prime time for those winter sports, we just are not in session. But outside of sports and the regiment, we do have our student government who manages all the other clubs on campus. They're the ones that put on different events, whether it's our annual events or weekly game nights, anything like that. We do also have what we call Seventh Company, which is the name of one of the dorms. But that is for anyone interested in band, honor guard, or drill team. Everyone kind of lives in that one dorm together, practices together, performs together, all of that. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely feel free to reach out and we can get you in contact with the right people. So overall, we are looking for a student that is really strong in those math and science classes. Our average GPA is about a 3.1. This year we were test optional and we are hoping to continue that in the future. But for reference, these are our average test scores as well. You can apply online through our institution's application or through the common application. Either one is totally fine. We don't have a preference between one or the other. But we do require that essay, 2 letters of recommendation, and your transcript. And if you want, you can also send in your test scores. So if you're interested in learning more, we do have several different virtual visiting options for students. They're all listed here on our website. It's pretty easy to remember. But if you're interested in learning more, there's definitely a lot of opportunities. And if you want to contact any of us, here is some of our contact info, which I will also put in the chat. But other than that, thank you all so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your night.
All right, thank you so much to the Massachusetts Maritime Academy. And next up, we have Missouri Southern State University.
So, good evening. Thank you. And my name is Jason Stockbridge, and I am your admissions counselor at Missouri Southern State. And I went to school in North Carolina, and I come from South Carolina. So this is very exciting for me. But thank you for taking some time to learn a little bit more about Missouri Southern. First things first, our contact information for the Office of Admissions, and my contact information is on the left and also on the right. If you can, please go ahead and scan this QR code or copy this web address, and this will take you to our inquiry card. And if you would like to fill that out after this presentation, please do. I will leave this up for a few minutes so you can do that. Okay. So why should you pick Missouri Southern? The faculty to student ratio is 19-1. So you're going to have that undivided attention inside and outside the classroom. Also, small classes. In all the classes across the board, there's only 30 students or less in every class. The student body represents 48 different countries and 42 different states. But most importantly, we have new, exciting, most so merit freshman scholarships. And these are based off of your high school cumulative high school GPA and your SAT and ACT scores. The premier is the high tier at 5,000, gold, the middle tier at 3,500, and green, the low tier at 2,000. We also have competitive scholarships. So we have foundations, performance, and athletics. So at Missouri Southern, we're Division II. So whatever you get for athletics, you get for athletics, and whatever you get for academic, you get for academic. We don't split the two, you get both. And also we have honors scholarships, and you have to apply before February 15th. But because of the pandemic for your seniors, we definitely encourage you to keep applying for the honor scholarships, and you must meet one of the following requirements in order to apply. Our city is perfect for college life. Moso's campus is located in the beautiful Ozark Mountains near historical Route 66, right off of I-44. Joplin is the 4th largest city in Missouri, and we offer concerts, sporting events, and nightlife. Also, top programs and degrees. So we have business administration, criminal justice, teacher education, health professions, and biology. Moso has 140 different majors to choose from for certificates, associates, bachelor's degrees, and 6 master's degrees programs as well. So you're probably wondering what the admissions requirements are. So you don't have to necessarily meet all 4 of these requirements to be admitted. You only have to have one. You must have a 2.25 cumulative high school GPA, or 21 or higher on the ACT, or 1060 or higher on the SAT, or be in the top 50 percentile of your graduating class. If you meet one of these requirements right now, you will be admitted to Missouri Southern State. And if you like everything that's been presented so far, I would recommend going ahead and apply today at mssu.edu/apply. So estimated tuition costs for 1 year. So for out-of-state students with everything included, so room and board, the annual tuition is right at $21,900. And it doesn't get any higher than that, but it's going to be way less than that because this does not include your scholarships. And also we have 5 meal plans and 5 housing as well. So this includes the most expensive meal plan and the most expensive housing. So right now we have 4 dorms. We have traditional quad suites and apartments, and we're building a 5th one called Lion Village, and it should be online by the fall of 2021. So if there's a particular dorm or a particular class that you want to get into, I would say go ahead and apply today. Submit your official high school transcript, your official test scores, and your official dual credit transcript from the college that you're attending. And once you're admitted, that starts the ball rolling on housing and financial aid. Now for financial aid, how that works with us, we look at work study, we look at scholarships and grants, and hopefully everything is covered under those 3 before we lastly look at loans. So Rory and I, that's our mascot. We want to know, are you ready to roar at MSSU? If so, please register for Join the Pride in the fall or Show Me Moso in the spring. These are our signature events where you can meet the president, the faculty, the staff, current students, and take a campus tour. Also, we have Lion Pride Visit Days, and these are going to be on Saturdays on April 24th, May 22nd, June 26th, and July 17th. If you can't make those, well, please register at the website provided. But if you can't make those, please register for a campus tour. And due to the pandemic, we do have virtual and on campus. And these are Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. and on Fridays, 1 p.m. So please register at the website provided. Also, for the Lion Pride Visit Days, these are going to be offered in 2 sessions on each of those days I mentioned, and these are going to be 9 to 12:30 and 1:30 to 5. So, and Chick-fil-A is going to be provided. But please contact me if you have any questions at the contact information below. And Rory and I are looking forward to seeing you on campus. And as always, go Lions.
All right. Thank you so much to Missouri Southern State University. And next up, we have Virginia Tech.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Thompson, and I'm going to talk tech to you tonight, talking Virginia Tech. I'm a Carolina born and bred girl, so I know all about you, and I know that Virginia Tech is an excellent fit for you, and I'm going to tell you why tonight. First of all, we are located in the heart of the New River Valley of Southwest Virginia in a gorgeous location in the heart of the Mid-Atlantic region. We're an easy drive from most points of North Carolina: Charlotte, Greensboro, Winston, Triad, Raleigh-Durham, we are a great drive from your location. I definitely encourage you to come out and see us. One great thing about Blacksburg is we're a college town. We're not just a college town. We're a destination. And when your family and friends come to visit, they're not going to want to leave. And that's because we have the Appalachian Trail, the Blue Ridge Parkway, Claytor Lake State Park with a gorgeous lake and beach area. And in the wintertime, you can escape across the mountain in about an hour's drive, be in the midst of some of the most prime skiing in the Mid-Atlantic region. And that's why Virginia Tech students are considered some of the most fittest in the nation. Our motto is Ut Prosim, and that means that I may serve. Everything we do here at Virginia Tech, we do with a focus of service to others. One example is our annual Relay for Life event. It is the largest collegiate Relay for Life event in the nation. And over the past 10 years, our students have raised more than $6 million to help find a cure for cancer. We are so very excited of their achievement. Another thing we're proud of here at Virginia Tech is our Corps of Cadets. We're one of 6 senior military academies in the nation, one of only 2 public universities in the nation with the Corps of Cadets representing all branches of the military. Tech loves its Corps. Another thing about Hokie Nation is we're loud and proud, and we're on every continent of the planet, and that includes Antarctica. Yes, we have Hokies with the penguins. Another great thing about Hokie Nation is we support each other, and our alumni are employed by some of the most prestigious organizations in the nation and in the world. Booz Allen, Citibank, JP Morgan Chase, NBC, the CIA, Disney. And a very close friend of mine is one of our aerospace engineering graduates, and he's a project manager for SpaceX. And when he's looking for people to fill positions on his projects, he and his colleagues are catching flights to Blacksburg, Virginia, because he knows Virginia Tech graduates not only graduate with the academic rigor, but they graduate with the practical hands-on experience to make them career ready. Now, here are our colleges listed. There's a number of different colleges, but within those, you have more than 150 majors and minors to choose from. If you want a double major, great. If you want to major and have a minor, that's great as well. You select the curriculum that best suits you and your career goals here at Virginia Tech. Now, how do we review admissions? We are holistic, and that means that we view you as an individual and not just a number. Know about you as an academic, but we want to also know about you as an individual. When you submit your application, you will self-report your academic record, but we want to see academic rigor. One thing about us this coming up year, we just got the details that we test optional for 21 and 22 just came out this week. So we are very excited about that. Don't have to take the SATs or ACTs if you don't want to this coming year. We are test optional. Another thing about Virginia Tech is we don't do recommendation letters and we don't do resumes that check those off as complete. But what we do have at Virginia Tech is an essay that is exclusive to us. We ask 4 questions and we call those the Ut Prosim essay. And they tell us a little bit more about you that your academic record just doesn't tell us. It tells us about your service, resilience, leadership, long-term goals. Is Virginia Tech fit for you? And are you a good fit for Virginia Tech? Now, here are our deadlines. Don't worry so much about those as much as what they mean right now. Early decision is for those of you who are absolutely dead set on Virginia Tech and there's nothing else in mind. Early decision. Early action is for those of you who are interested in Virginia Tech, but you also want to explore your options and offers at other colleges as well. Regular decisions is your least desirable because that is for those of you who at the last minute decided to apply to Virginia Tech. If you apply regular decisions, it is space available only. So you could be Victorian of your senior class and apply regular decision, and there may not be spaces available for you. So you definitely want to consider early decision or early action when you apply. Now, why Virginia Tech? Because 83% graduation rate at Virginia Tech, almost double the national average. Average starting salary of a Virginia Tech graduate is no longer $60,000. We just got the number. Salary for Virginia Tech grad is more than $62,000. That's pretty solid bank starting right out of college. Now, the great thing about Virginia Tech is more than 9 out of 10 of our freshmen come back that second year. Why? Because they love Blacksburg, they love Hokie Nation, and they love Virginia Tech. How do you apply? Coalition or Common App is how we select applications. And don't forget to follow us on socials for the latest news and updates. We are now on TikTok, so you can follow VT Admissions for the latest on TikTok as well. Thank you for joining this evening.
All right, thank you to Virginia Tech. And next up, we have Roanoke College.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Clarissa Miller, and I am an Assistant Director of Admissions at Roanoke College. And I'll be taking you on a little quick presentation, a little bit more about us. So to start off, we're located in the historic heart of Salem, Virginia, which is just a 10-minute short drive from the metro city of Roanoke. We also in our backyard have the Blue Ridge Mountains, Appalachian Trail, and Roanoke River for those of you outdoor lovers. We're consistently ranked as one of the top liberal arts colleges for undergraduate teaching and a top 20 school for accessible and approachable professors. So just a little bit more about Roanoke. Like I said, we are located in the town of Salem, which is your typical quintessential college town with lots of restaurants surrounding the edge of campus that are local mom and pop shops, as well as your commercial stuff down on Main Street. And within the city of Roanoke, there are tons of festivals, shopping centers, concerts at the Civic Center, and more to get involved in for your weekends and evening getaways as well. We also have that spectacular Blue Ridge mountain scenery and other opportunities for hiking, biking, and kayaking as well. Just some quick facts here for you guys. We are a small private college with roughly about 2,000 students, and 46% of our students are from out of state. We have small class sizes, as you guys can see there, and so our professors are very capable of meeting with you one-on-one, recommending internships, research opportunities, scholarships, and even inviting you to come on trips with them to study abroad or even help partake in their research opportunities as well. We don't have any teacher assistants or graduate students on our campus, so our students are getting that first full access to state-of-the-art labs and equipment, research opportunities, internships, and even more than that. As well as 95% of our professors have the highest degree that they can attain in their field as well. As far as majors, we have 50 different options for majors, 69 minors and concentrations. I'll just go over some of our popular ones, but there are so many different options. Our most popular are business, psychology, computer science, criminal justice, political science, and we have a large array of pre-professional programs for any of you thinking about going pre-med, pre-vet, any of those kinds of routes as well. We do have a brand new engineering science major starting this fall, as well as 10 different foreign language options. All of our programs are interdisciplinary, so if anyone wants to double major, major minor, major 3 minors, anything like that, you can definitely make your program the way you want it as well. Our programs also prepare you great for that next step into the workforce or even graduate school as well. So this is one of my favorite things to talk about, which is our core. So it's going to be very different from a lot of other schools as we make our classes topic-based. So you can really pick out something that you're very interested in or base it around your major as well. So for example, for Statistics 101, if you're looking into the healthcare field, maybe take healthcare statistics. Or for History 101, you can select a specific pocket of time like the Holocaust or the Mayan world. Or for chemistry, you can take You Are What You Eat. So many different options, seeing real world applications and making it a lot more interesting to stay abreast on everything in your class as well. Or you can make everything relatable to your major. So if you're an art theater major, you can take more of the fine arts related courses as well. So these are 5 different experiences a lot of our students get an opportunity to have. So you are guaranteed 100% to have real world experiences in a variety of ways, depending on what you like to tack onto your professional profile. So study away is one of my favorite things to talk about. So whether you're looking to do a semester-long trip at one of our campuses in Germany or in the Yucatan, or a 3-week program in the month of May to a variety of continents as well, there are different options for everybody. We also have some of our programs that are related to certain majors. So our Alaska trip is very good for students looking into biology or environmental science, but we do also have partnership programs with over 50 different countries. We even have a student currently right now spending a year in Thailand and another one in a year in France. So lots of opportunities to get out there depending on what you're wanting to do as well. You also can get internships and research opportunities to prepare you for graduate school, mission trips, Our House, Habitat for Humanity, lots of things to get involved in outside of the classroom. This is just a quick snapshot of some companies and graduate schools our students go into. I won't mention all of them, but I will highlight just a few. We have a 93% job and graduate school placement rate within the first 6 months of graduating, and these are jobs that require a bachelor's degree. Do not worry, you will not be flipping burgers at McDonald's. As you can see, our students work at NBC, St. Jude's Children's Hospital, Sony, Google, and students are pursuing more education opportunities in graduate school at Duke, Harvard, Yale, Notre Dame, and lots more as well. Now for the fun stuff, campus life, there are so many things to get involved in. We have over 22 different Division III athletic sports, as well as over 100 clubs, 9 Greek life organizations, and intramural sports. We also have club sports. And if you want to start a new club, it's extremely easy. Just get a few people interested, go to student government, boom, there you got a new club. Most popular one right now is our Adventuring Club. It is the biggest club that we have on campus. So anyone who wants to get involved in the community and outdoors, that is definitely for you. We also host guest speakers, movie nights, and more. We also have 20 different residence halls, and freshmen are not limited to just one. You have a variety of options, whether it's a single, double, pod, apartment, co-ed, single gender, gender neutral, you name it, we've got it. You can definitely find the ideal housing environment for you as well. And for those students looking for a living learning community, we do also that honors program as well. So let's talk about financial aid. This is just a quick snapshot of our scholarships that we do offer, and do not let the overall cost of Roanoke scare you guys. We do have that sticker shock value, but as you can see from a combination of the below scholarships, most students receive on average $35,000 just from Roanoke. And that's before you fill out that FAFSA to figure out anything else you're going to be eligible for. As you can see, most of it does come from your academic aid. So definitely do well in high school and challenge yourself as well, but also some easy ones right there as well. Applying, we can go to Common App or on the Roanoke application. We do also have early action, early decision, and rolling. We do have those descriptions on our page as well. We just require your transcript, as we've been a test optional school for a while now. And as you can see, this is my contact information below. I'll drop that into the chat along with some other links, but thanks for joining us, and go Maroons.
All right, thank you to Roanoke College. And next up, we have the University of Charleston.
Good evening, everybody. How you doing? We'll just get our PowerPoint started up here. So my name is John Christian, and I am the Director of University Bands at the University of Charleston here. And I recruit for all of our majors on campus. We have many students in our band program and our dance team. And as you can see, I also teach in the School of Business with entrepreneurship in the arts, and also teach in the education department for education. But
John, you're not actually sharing your screen, just so you know.
I'm not. Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem.
I thought we're sharing it. My apologies. We'll try again. Can you see it now?
Yep, can see it now.
All right. Sorry about that, everybody. So like I said, I teach different types of courses here at the University of Charleston, but also I taught K-12 for 23 years, so I know exactly what you're going through in the college hunt, and I've seen many students go through what you're going through, and we're here to help you get through that. So we have 30 different majors on our campus, and we have a variety of we have 3 colleges that you can study through, and you can see a list of our majors there. Some of our more popular majors are in health sciences with nursing and radiological science, for example. Multidisciplinary studies is very popular in the arts and sciences, along with education and communications. So, and in our business leadership, we're having a great success with management, digital marketing, and entrepreneurship on our campus. So if you see combinations of different degrees, programs that you're interested, you can always do the MPS. So it is a flexible curriculum. Some of our programs are actually 3 years. You can fast track them. And we have pre-professional programs where you can actually go through that and start our MBA when you're done. We have a school of pharmacy on campus, and we also have a physician's assistance program on campus. So what's great with some of our programs, even here in Charleston, we have 5 different hospitals, including a children's hospital and a women's hospital and a cancer institute. So there's lots of opportunities to internship on campus. We are a small campus. We have approximately 10 total buildings. We have 5 classroom buildings and 5 dormitories on campus. You can easily cross campus in about 5 minutes with your eyes closed. It's very simple to get around, but it's great because it's a very tight community and it's very safe. It's one of the safest campuses in West Virginia. And what's great is that we're diverse. Being an international school teacher, when I started here 3 years ago, I wanted to be around diversity. And we have students from 44 different countries and 48 states. About 700 of our students is made up of students from West Virginia, another 700 from around the country, and then another 700 from around the world. So we have a very diverse campus. It's great to be at. Here's a picture of our campus taken from the other side of the river from the state capitol. As you can see, our classroom buildings are there and the dormitories are in the back. It's very picturesque and it's a wonderful area, and it has access to all the areas of our downtown and shopping areas. On campus, we have 30 clubs and organizations. We have a great intramural program on campus. Our choir and band programs are very strong and growing. We have opportunities here on campus for student involvement and community involvement. We actually have 2 community service days that are actually put into our curriculum that you actually get to do as a classroom day. And we have different events on campus, concerts. Our Eagle Fest is two of our big parties. We have one at the beginning of the year and one at the end of the year. It actually happened this evening because we're in the midst of exams. And then the city of Charleston actually offers quite a bit to do here. The arts are very flourishable. Shopping isn't bad. And we have, every restaurant that you can think of. Champions. Yes, we are champions. We have 19 different sports at the Division II level, and we have one at the Division I level. That's men's volleyball at Division I, but we have lots of athletes on campus. And what's great is that our soccer team, men's soccer, has won 2 out of the last 3 national championships. Our women's basketball this year made the Elite 8. Our men's football just unfortunately lost the conference championship this past weekend, but they're doing well. But our tennis team our men's and women's tennis teams are very strong as well. So you can easily do athletics here on campus, and many of our students actually do athletics. So I even have band students in my band that are actually part of one is a member of the football team and one is a member of the soccer team. Scholarships and awards, you self-report your GPA, which is great. So you follow that up with your transcript later, but you can see where you are and where you fit right away in scholarship opportunity according to your grade point. On top of the academic award, then you can earn up to $5,000 more if in different talents, which is the arts or in innovation. We have a merit scholarship and some other things as well. So to apply to us, you can do Common App or you can do ucwv.edu/apply. At the end, you can actually waive the application fee, so it is for free. In addition, you can send us your SAT score, your ACT. It's not required. We don't believe that a 4-hour test should define you as a person, but you're welcome to submit your scores if you'd like. So we are open for visits, and we encourage students to come and see us, whether it's virtually or in person. In fact, one of our students that's coming to the fall for our dance team that I moderate was actually here from Illinois this weekend and was visiting campus. So we're welcome to bring you on campus to have you meet professors and talk with any of the students at our school. For North Carolina and South Carolina, you're divided up into people. Susan Wills does our north part. It does North Carolina, and Faith does the South. They're happy to help you. You can also send information to me, and I'd be happy to help you out. So feel free to apply to us. Thank you so much for your attention, and we hope to see you soon.
All right. Thank you to the University of Charleston. That's it for our presenters. However, we have a little bit of time left, so I'd like to go ahead and invite all of our presenters to turn their cameras back on so we can do a little Q&A, a little round robin. So I want to ask them all some questions that are relevant to the topic at hand. And the first question I want to ask is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we'll go ahead and start with Earlham College.
Yeah, so basically what I would tell you guys is just to be real with yourself. I think that's one of the main things a lot of people try to get caught up in is the hype around certain schools, like whether they're known for their food, their parties, their whatever it may be, whatever you feel like is home for you after the end of the day, whether you visited or whatever it may be, just be real with yourself. Don't try to go if your parents want you to go here, whatever it may be, because at the end of the day, you're going to be the ones going to the college. So just be real with yourself.
I would say, if you have any questions or hesitations about a school, definitely reach out to any of us or anyone in our positions at other schools you're looking at. That's why we're here. We're here to help you, to answer any questions you may have. Definitely do not be afraid to reach out to your respective admissions counselor wherever you're looking.
I would give a thumbs up to Elijah and to Maritime. Those are good answers. But for me, I would say don't stress about trying to pick a major right off the bat. If you don't know what you want to major in, explore. That's what we're here for. That's what college is here for. Explore it for different majors and see what you love and what you like to do, because you don't have to have a major picked out necessarily before the fall semester of your junior year. So I would recommend look around at different majors, what you're interested in, and find something you love to do.
My recommendation would be to visit the college, whether that's in person or virtually. Take the time to visit it and spend time getting to know the university or college, because again, it's going to be a large time investment for you and a big financial investment. So you want to make sure that it is a good fit for you to do so.
I echo everything my colleagues have said here. My advice would be to be open-minded through the whole process, because sometimes what you think you like, you might like something else. So visit big, visit small, and also ask us questions. We're here as resources. And I think as Massachusetts Maritime said, don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions about what we have on campus or you're not sure about something. We're here to answer all the big, small, silly, weird, fun questions to make sure you have all the materials to make the best decision for you, because that's what this whole process is about, is finding your place for the next 4 years.
I would say that what you need to do is definitely shop for what you want, but also for what you don't want. I think it's very important for you to understand that, and do it objectively and do it with a friend. As a student, you see the college experience in one way. Mom and dad see it from another perspective. Don't be afraid to pull in a friend to say, hey, I'm looking at this. What do you see? And so that way you can get 3 perspectives. That's always important, because you want to be as objective as possible and be able to find what works for you.
Great, lots of good advice there. I noticed that somebody put a question in the Q&A, and maybe we could just have our panel answer that, because I think it's a pretty good question. And that is, what advice do you have for upcoming juniors in high school? And also, this person's asking about aerospace engineering. So if you have one of those programs, maybe give that a shout out as well. But what advice do you have for upcoming juniors in high school? What should they be doing right now? Let's go ahead and start with Earlham College.
So advice for upcoming juniors, I would definitely say to get started early. I know for Earlham that we've had a couple juniors this past year come visit campus, ask questions, take, a couple of visits and information sessions and things like that. So get started early. And I'm not saying load your schedule so far with visits and everything, but maybe visit a couple schools throughout your junior year. That way you can get acclimated to the process. That way, once it comes time to visit, your senior year, then you'll be able to sit down and see which schools that you have visited and make a thorough list.
Completely agree with that. Definitely, spend now or this summer kind of shopping around at different schools if you haven't already. Definitely do what Chris was saying, and visit either in person or virtually, whatever options are available. Just kind of narrow down what you're interested in, whether that's the size of the school or a specific major. Just try to, if you haven't already, just try to start shopping and narrowing down your list of schools you're interested in.
I would add to that. I would definitely say with this being a pandemic, this is a good time to do tours virtually and weed out what colleges you don't want to go to. Basically, what Elijah was saying, what colleges speak out to you? What's going to be your next home? What's going to be your home away from home? So you look at all the majors, what's offered. Definitely look at the campus life, what type of student organizations are on campus, but definitely do virtual tours right now. And then that way make a list of colleges that do offer your major, that if you're interested in a particular major at this point, or what schools that you're looking at closer to home.
For those of you interested in aerospace, we offer an aerospace engineering program at Virginia Tech. And the thing that I can recommend to rising juniors at this point is to make sure that you are taking rigorous coursework. That includes advanced math and advanced sciences at your high school. If you're looking to go into one of our engineering programs, such as aerospace, it is critical that you have advanced math, especially calculus, your senior year. So rigor is very important for aerospace programs.
Again, I agree with everything my colleagues have said. I think it's great to start making a list of things that are important to you of what you want to have in your college. Obviously, your major is the biggest part, and then maybe certain experiences you want to have. Maybe you really are passionate about traveling and studying abroad, making sure that they have a program that you want to, or maybe making sure the program for like maybe nursing is really competitive, get you the clinicals and internship opportunities that you want to have. Might be a little difficult as a junior to kind of understand what exactly you want, but starting somewhere is always good. And just honestly making a list, and especially as you visit virtually or in person, writing down notes about things, because eventually it's all going to mix together. And then you're going to be thankful that you made that list earlier on.
I would say that continue to develop your passions and your talents, because regardless of what you study, they can pay off for you from the end. For example, at my university, as the band director, I can award up to $5,000 in scholarship for a student who wants to play in the band or dance on the dance team or spin a flag, and they don't have to be a music major. Maybe you just love to be in the band or in the choir or on a sport, or you have a special interest in something, but continue to develop those passions and those talents, because at a lot of places, we have the opportunity to fund your education while you continue to pursue your talent or develop your talent while pursuing your profession. And that's something you should definitely take to heart.
Awesome. Thank you so much to everyone for those answers. Really good answers again. And we are actually out of time. So I do just want to say in general, thanks to all of our presenters for being with us tonight. And also thank you for all of you for joining us and for participating in the Q&A. That's really the best way that you're going to learn, is by asking those questions. When you close this window tonight, there is going to be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback that you could provide on this session. In about a week, you will be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other session recordings from this college fair at strivescan.com/Carolinas. Thanks again, and have a good evening.